Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I would like to talk about some of the must-have accessories for your Fujifilm X100V. I will go over as to why I purchased these accessories and how they actually improve the shooting experience. If you like what you see, hit that like button and do consider subscribing to the channel as it really helps. Before we start, I would like to give a small introduction about myself. I am Ansar and I am a hobbyist photo enthusiast. I really like street photography. I have been doing street photography for about 3 or 4 years now. I've been shooting with Fujifilm cameras for about more than 5 years now, and I would like to share more of my photography related experiences in this channel, and I would also like to use this platform to kind of document my learning process of making videos. So let's get started with the main part of this video. The X100V is an amazing, compact and sleek looking camera. I really like it a lot. The images coming out of this little powerhouse are just out of this world. So the first accessory of my choice for this camera was a hand strap. I purchased a Peak Design hand strap for the X100V. I really like the Peak Design system, and I find it super easy to attach the strap to the camera using these anchors. All you need to do is just apply some pressure at this anchor point, and that's about it. The strap is on. The X100V out of the box does come with a neck strap. For the kind of shooting I do, I shoot mostly from the hip, and I feel a neck strap kind of comes in the way. So something like a hand strap I find is really nice, and it gives a good grip. I like to shoot mainly from the hip, or for the type of shooting I do, I use mostly the LCD sometimes. I don't use the viewfinder as much. So for the kind of shooting I do, something like a hand strap works very well for me, and something from the Peak Design system is really beautiful because getting these straps on and off is really very easy. I also have a Peak Design leash, which is like a neck strap for these cameras. So moving or swapping a hand strap to a neck strap is also kind of easy with this Peak Design system. The next accessory which I've really been enjoying a lot is this half leather case. As nice a design this X100V camera is, it's also an expensive camera, and it cost me around 1500 euros when I purchased it about 5 months ago. I really want to protect this camera from accidental damage, and also wanted something that could improve the ergonomics of this camera. Don't get me wrong, the X100V is nice out of the box for ergonomics. This half leather case also adds a little bit more grip for my fingers to rest more properly, and I feel it really improves the ergonomics. Of this camera. Also, this case I think is made of faux leather. This case has kind of aged well. I've been having this case since I bought this camera, and not much scratches or scuffs on this case. Attaching this case is kind of also pretty easy, and there is an opening for your battery door, and all you need to do is you need to use this screw which goes into your tripod mount. That's about it. So getting this case on and off takes about a minute, and this is one of my favorite accessories for the X100V. As you know, the Fujifilm X100V is not 100% weather sealed, mainly attributed to this front element that moves in and out. So Fuji could not make this camera 100% weather sealed. So Fuji recommends us to get something like a UV filter. I think Fuji also sells a weather protection kit, which costs around 100 euros. There are also third-party options available to buy a UV filter and buy a 49mm filter thread adapter and have a UV filter on. It kind of makes your camera 100% weather sealed. But what I decided to go is something like a promist filter, which gives me me kind of a different look while shooting sometimes, especially in the night. It gives me sometimes like a cinematic look. Also, it kind of blows out the highlights in a very unique way. I also feel that sometimes the 23mm f2 lens is like really sharp, a bit too sharp to my liking, and sometimes when I do portraits it's very sharp, and having this promist filter kind of softens those wrinkles, or pores don't start showing as much as without this filter. So it's not that I have this filter always on my camera, but it's something that I really love. So in order to attach that, I also got some third-party filter adapters, which you just goes on top of which just attaches here, and then what you do is you attach your promist filter, and that's about it. So now your camera is kind of close to 100% weather sealed, because now we have a filter mounted onto your lens. The lens cover that comes with the camera doesn't fit anymore, so I also got something like a lens cap, which is also a third-party one. Cost me around $5 from Amazon. I think this is also for 49mm filter thread. And the next accessory that I have is also like a lens hood that I have, which kind of protects your lens also from some flaring, and also protects your lens when you drop the camera. I've dropped sometimes my camera, and having a lens hood kind of saved my day. So I highly recommend getting a lens hood for any of your cameras. So here so this is no exception. So I have a lens hood which is also from JJC, a third party one. Highly recommend to get this one. Also, I know that there are some lens hoods, I think from Square Hood. I think they cost around 60 or 70 euros, not sure. I find it a little bit too expensive for me to get. I really want to get the styling of the Square Hood. Looks really beautiful. I want to get it, but kind of holding off for now. I've seen a couple of YouTubers have that lens hood. It looks beautiful, but not for me. I think it's too expensive. I think it's a little bit too expensive. The next accessory that I would like to talk about is the shutter release button, the soft shutter release button. I've had many Fujifilm cameras, and I've used one in each and every Fujifilm camera. I really like a soft shutter release button. It gives a really nice tactile feel when you are shooting. It also kind of adds a style element, a unique look to your camera. There are different kinds of colors and different types of shutter release buttons that you can get. Some are convex, some are concave, some with engravings. There are many types of shutter release buttons, that are soft shutter release buttons available, but when you do get, I would just recommend you to get something with an O-ring, because these things just keep coming off. I've lost quite a few, so a shutter release button I think is just amazing. Okay, the next accessory that I have for my X100V is a tempered glass screen protector. I think Fuji has really pulled off an amazing feat of engineering, having such a thin LCD at the back of the camera. You really cannot even see this LCD there, and it's also like a flip up. It really helps for my style of shooting, kind of shooting from the hip. I really kind of tap it a lot in order to move my focus points. Also, for example, sometimes when I want to touch to shoot, so that's why, in order to protect this LCD, I don't want it to be shattered if it falls. At least I hope such an LCD screen protector can at least save it from shattering. And the last accessory that I have is for my X100V are batteries. I think batteries are really important. Batteries are really important to keep your camera going. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I would say, the X100V still uses the same old type of batteries that are present in your X-T3, X Pro 3, and also your X-T2 or other X100 cameras. So it's the old system of batteries. So I have a couple of batteries also from my X-T3 lying around, so it kind of is nice. And this third party Blue Max ones cost around 30 euros for 2 batteries. I think I have 2 more lying around somewhere. These are pretty good, and I have had no issues with these batteries so far. That's about it in this video. So if you have any other accessory that you are using on your X100V or any other X100 camera which you think would be great on the X100V, kindly let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, again hit that like button and do subscribe to the channel. Before I close out, forgot to tell you that having all these accessories, does it make you a better photographer, or do you start getting some amazing images just because you have these accessories? The answer is unfortunately no. It just improves the shooting experience. The X100V as is out of the box is just amazing. A few accessories here, like something to make the camera more weather resistant, or some extra batteries, or this hand strap really helps in improving the way you shoot and how long you can shoot, and sometimes you don't need to be worried if your camera would fall. So all these things is kind of maybe helps maybe 5% of the photo taking process. Main story here is get these accessories if you want, or if you can, or if you can afford. It's not a must have, but if you decide to go, these are the accessories I feel are kind of the must have. So thank you very much for watching. So until the next video, ciao ciao.